Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to today's episode of How You're Getting Fucked. I'm your host, Louis Rossman, and today we're going to be talking about Sony discontinuing the idea of having physical media for your games and why I don't care. Many of you may be thinking, Louis, why don't you care about this? Don't you care about ownership? I can't believe you said that you don't care that Sony is not giving you a physical copy of your game anymore. Honestly, couldn't give a fuck. Completely irrelevant, in my opinion, and I'm going to show you why. This is something that I see happening in the car community when people start talking about vehicles that are not fixable or vehicles that spy on you. I've gone over this in older videos where people will bring up how Tesla has a computer in it and the Tesla is spying on you and these damn unfixable electric cars and these damn unfixable Teslas. And one of the things that they are missing out on, and one of the things that annoys me when I hear those statements, is by getting all the hate on Tesla. And to be clear, Elon Musk deserves a lot. If you just look up the word Tesla or Elon Musk on my channel, you will find I am not a fanboy by any means. But the issue that I have with this is that when you put all of the pressure on this one person, it allows everybody else to use that person as a piñata and then take cover for the actual anti-consumer actions being taken by every other car company. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, was recently talking about how you shouldn't be fixing your car within the warranty period. He was fear-mongering over it while he was talking with the President of the United States along with other car industry executives and trying to get rid of this thing called the Repair Act, which would make it easier for independent mechanics to be able to get access to what they need to fix vehicles. And he said that they could kill you. It could kill you if you fix a modern car. Now, he was not talking about a Tesla Model 3, nor was he talking about the Ford Mach-E, which is one of their models of electric car. He was talking about the Bronco, which is an internal combustion engine car. So when people in my comments start going back and forth about how electric cars are horrible and Tesla's horrible and all this other stuff, I'm not saying that there aren't stupid shit with electric cars. I'm not saying there's not a lot of problems with it, but you're giving cover to traditional automakers that make internal combustion engine vehicles primarily to be able to do the same shit. When General Motors introduced technology that was spying on everybody in their cars, they were doing it on both their gasoline cars and their electric cars. And because they were in Tesla, it wasn't really getting noticed as much. When Ford says that you shouldn't be able to fix your car, this is only now starting to become something that is going mainstream because people are focusing on the wrong thing. And when you talk about physical games, yes, Sony does like to take things away from you that you already bought and paid for. They recently did this where they said, as of September 1st, 2026, because play has no limits, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Studio Canal content. But they can do that to physical media too. Exhibit A. The Crew, the game that started the Stop Killing Games movement. That's a physical disc. Do you care that you have the physical disc? Does having a copy of the disc make any change? What matters is digital rights management and required connectivity to an online server. That can take any form. I would much rather have a game that has no DRM, no requirement to connect to a server that I don't have a physical copy of than I would a game that I get a physical copy of. Having a physical copy of a game does absolutely fucking nothing to ensure that the game remains playable over time. And that is my point. When I see people getting angry over not having a physical game, you shouldn't care. You should be able to download your game that you get the code to and burn it to a DVD or a Blu-ray disc if you want, or play it off of your hard drive. You should be fine having an only digital copy of your game. You should be excited that you have a digital only copy of your game. The problem is not the fact that you don't have a physical copy of it anymore. The problem is that they come with digital rights management that does not allow you to do what you want with what you bought and paid for. And the other problem with it is that it requires connectivity to an online server in order to work. As long as the product requires connectivity to an online server in order to work, whether it came in the form of a DVD, a cartridge, a Blu-ray, a kitty, if BlackBerry required a connection to a cloud server in order to work, if BlackBerry came with digital rights management, she would not be my kitty and I would not be her human. In order for you to have ownership of what you bought and paid for, it's not just about having something that's shiny that you can see in your hand. It is about buying products that are not sold with this type of crap. I'll give you an example. GOG, Good Old Games, GOG.com. These are games that are sold with no DRM. You can go to GOG.com right now and you can buy games that are digital rights management free. No DRM. These are games that you can download and that you can copy and then you can burn to a piece of physical media yourself. I was told that games on GOG are DRM free. Is that true? You can burn the installer parts to discs and you'll get a prompt to switch discs. Actually, playing the games from disc will vary from game to game. But yeah, you can actually buy games at this point in time that don't have digital rights management. Now, when you buy games from those websites, you won't get physical media, but because they don't have digital rights management on them, you can make your own physical media of the game and you can play it however you want. The game will work in 2026. The game will work next year. The game will work in 2036. The game will work in 2096 if the world is still here by then. And that's what matters. I want to make sure that everybody watching this video keeps their eye on the ball. Whether or not you have access to physical media does not matter at all. You can make your own physical media of the game. Just because you can hold the game in your hand does not mean that they won't take it away from you. And the proof is right fucking there. Demand that the games that you purchase don't have digital rights management on them. Stop buying games if they have digital rights management on them, and stop playing things that require connectivity to somebody else's server in order to work. It's one thing if it's a choice to connect to their server, it's another if it's a requirement. The only game that I play that requires connection to somebody else's server back in the day was Dota 2, because it was free. I never made a microtransaction in that game. I never viewed an ad in that game. I just played and enjoyed the game, the way God intended. Now, a lot of people are linking to this one very funny video. This is a video, official PlayStation used game instructional video. They are making fun of other companies that do not sell you a physical copy of your game. And this is another reason that there should never be fanboys or fangirls in my comment section. For Tesla, for politicians, for companies, or anything else. Do you remember when Samsung made fun of people for removing the headphone jack? Do you remember when Samsung also removed the headphone jack and the micro SD card slot? Do you remember when people that bought Samsung products were proud of them because they could root them and install different operating systems on it? Do you know how now you can't do that? That's because many companies are not loyal to their customers. They're loyal to whatever it is that will make them the most money and whatever is easiest for them. That's why they published this thing showing you how you could share your physical game with your friends and then years later decided, never mind, we're going to do the exact same anti-consumer bullshit. Wow, this is a really shitty commercial. These companies are more than happy to brag about something right now and then a few years later just turn around and do the exact same thing as the people that they were bashing. This video has 20 million views, and I imagine that many of its views have been within the last 1 to 2 weeks since this garbage has been announced. Please keep your eye on the ball. Please make sure you're asking for the right thing. And please, above all, never be a fanboy to a company. Loyalty is for your interpersonal relationships and for people that have stuck up for you and nobody else would. It's not for fucking game company, politician, automaker that makes it very clear and obvious with evidence that they don't and never have given a fuck about you. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.
We also have the duty not to infringe the IP rights in the process. It is in fact the manufacturers who have the relevant rights, not consumers.